Psst, disclaimer.
Why don't people with glasses just use their eyes? Like, it's not that hard. Well, good evening, laddies, lasses, and lassos, and welcome to the Click. You look dandy, fine, delicious today. Have you ever had the experience when you, for example, post on a social media page like, hey, my puppy got cancer, and there's like some 42-year-old suburban mom that goes like, have you tried smearing it with lavender oil? I heard that fixes it. Then this video is for you. Let's look at moronic responses all around the globe from WowThanksImCured. Enjoy. Do you have any difficulties in life? Have you tried subscribing to the Click? I heard it fixes all y'all. It makes your life worse. But it's like the contrast where after you watch these videos, you look at the rest of your life and like, it ain't that bad. We must overcome difficulties rather than being overcome by difficulties. Get good. Meh. Frank Buckles, the last surviving soldier in World War I, lived for 110 years and died in 2011. When asked about his secret for long life, he simply offered, when you start to die, don't. Can you be more specific? What specifics do you need? Just don't do it! Jerry Seinfeld, the transcendental meditation and weight training will solve just about anyone's life. I wonder about how many of these reports on celebrities is actually true, or is just the media trying to spin it to make them look bonkers for the clicks. This is what a medicine cabinet is supposed to look like. That's a spice cabin, Karen! Go to a real doctor. For God's sake, your mom Facebook group is not knowledgeable in medicine. And this is a spice cabinet. This is what I would use, for my Friday stew, not to cure disease. You don't need a mask, social distancing, or a vaccine to protect you from a virus. You need a healthy diet, good nutrition, sunlight, love, a positive attitude, and not to be scared. That's right, fear makes you sick. It's like saying, oh yeah, if I work out my legs, falling down the stairs will make it less likely for me to break a bone, but it doesn't make my bones adamantium. The same thing with this. Staying in good health will decrease your chance of dying, but it doesn't make you invulnerable. Stop! It's not the same as a vaccine. What are you on? A homeless Chicago man suffering from hypothermia makes miraculous recovery after someone from Wisconsin informs him, it's actually much colder where I am from. Oh my god. I am no longer freezing. Holy, that is so good. Hey, I'm kind of sad one of my parents passed away. Both my parents passed away. You have it so good. Glass is half full. Reason I'm here, I feel so alone like no one cares. I am this challenged 1 to 10, 7. I feel this way too often. I've felt this way for a long time. Okay, so one thing to do is positive and speak positive, because your side will be better. Yeah. Seriously. Yeah, when you speak positive, other people would attract to you. Gee, thanks, I'm cured. From 7 Cups, a mental health support website. This is the kind of stuff I would expect from a non-directional Instagram post, not from a company that prides themselves on helping people. What? Are you serious? Best way to overcome temptation is to avoid the tempting situation. Maybe I don't want to. Maybe I want all the temptation. See y'all in hell. VIP tickets to hell in description. Woo! A smile is the most effective medicine. Yes, indeed. Just smile that broken bone away. Oh my god, you're depressed? Have you tried smiling? No? Do it. Trust me. 100% success rate. Salary not enough? Change your attitude. You don't matter. Give up. All it takes is a different perspective. You matter. Don't give up. Oh, my life has changed. All I have to do is put the line between words. It's all about the way you word it. Grow a mustache. It will cure everything about you, apart from most things. Everything. But it will keep your upper lip warm. When in doubt, just doubt your doubt. Oh, so powerful. It's about the same kind of power as trying to power a wind turbine with a butterfly coughing. So powerful. BLM failed to consider. Systematic racism debunked. Racism was made illegal by the passing of the Civil Rights Act. I don't have a wall close enough that I can face plant into. Alright, so here's the thing. You remember back in the early 1900s when they made alcohol illegal and it just created a massive black market and alcohol didn't actually go away, it was just kind of, underground instead, and it fueled massive mafias and gangs? Yeah, just making something illegal doesn't make it magically disappear. Who would have thunk it? Oh my god, it's amazing. You are alive. You have a home, you have a bed, you have food, you have clean water. Be grateful. Parents, when you tell them you have a mental illness, you are allowed to have problems, even if you are, so to say, compared to a large portion of the world privileged. Just because someone has worse problems than you do doesn't make your problems automatically go away. It's the same kind of logic of saying, hey, this guy over here is really happy and has more than you have, so you're not allowed to be happy for the things you have. It's like, it works both ways. It's ridiculous. And also one thing I realized is that whatever you are in life, you just worry about different things. Our psychology doesn't really work like that. It's not a mathematical scale where it's like, oh, your life quality is a 6, so you automatically feel twice as good about everything as someone whose life quality is 3. It's like, no, that's not how humans' brains funketh. So stop. I sleep, glasses don't actually help, you see, it's all mental. Like this if y'all want an explanation. I'm finna change your whole life perspective. What if I told you that wearing glasses and actually being able to see better after putting them on is just you simply having faith in that you can see better? What if we all see the same thing? Some people just have eyesight insecurities and believe that they're better look. You know, this is an actual physical thing, right? And that's what the glasses fix. It's like saying, oh, you feel your nose is too big? Have you tried just thinking about it being smaller? Revolutionizing care for serious mental illness. Just swim underwater with a monkey riding you. There you go. Welcome to my TED Talk.
Some important health facts for you. An apple a day, no doctors. 5 almonds a day, no cancer. 1 lemon a day, no fat. 1 glass of milk a day, no bone problems. 4 dates a day, no weakness.
Why do I need the rest of the stuff? I can just eat 4 dates a day and I'll have no weaknesses whatsoever. I'll be like a f***ing Wolverine.
1 time prayer a day equals no tension.
But isn't tension like weakness? I'm just gonna stick with the dates. They seem to just include all this stuff. I'll be indestructible. I'll be a demigod from eating dates. Why haven't I thought of this sooner? Expect the unexpected. My goodness, what an idea. Why didn't I think of that? Shreveport City Council voted for stickers reading, to serve and protect all citizens, to be placed on the outside and inside of SPD patrol cars to encourage consciousness to officers. That seems to kind of downplay issues, doesn't it? I remember we had a similar thing in Sweden where inappropriate touching and very abhorrent behavior was very prominent in, for example, concerts and that kind of thing. So what they did is that they handed out bracelets that said, hey, don't harass me. Your face is not a mask, so don't hide it. Your skin is not a paper, so don't cut it. Your life is not a movie, so don't end it. Be happy. So inspirational, thank you. This has changed my life.
Cure your depression with this mom's one simple trick. Psychiatrist hates her.
You know it's fake when the title is something like, follow this mom's all-natural remedy for everything. Doctors hate her because she knows how to sprinkle herself in kitchen spices to make sickness go away.
Walk yourself out of your bad mood. Studies show that even a 10-minute walk immediately boosts your brain chemistry to increase happiness.
Physical and mental health is kind of correlated. If you work out, stay in shape, that kind of stuff, the body chemistry is all kind of connected. But this is also kind of oversimplifying it. It's not that black and white, fam. If you're feeling a bit tense today, like, oh, I had a mediocre day at the office, hitting the gym or going for a nice walk might help relieve some of the stress. But it's not like I have this clinical issue. Yeah, I'm gonna go for a walk. That will magically fix it. I've been suffering from this issue for 10 years. Oh, why didn't I try just walking it off?
Depressed, earphones in, volume up, ignore the world.
I mean, I feel like doing that sometimes, but it usually just makes it worse. When I'm having a bad day, it's better just kind of spend time with people and focus on something else and having fun, not being some kind of locked-in gremlin.
There is the cure for cancer. His name is Jesus. There is the cure for HIV. His name is Jesus. There is the cure for lupus. His name is Jesus. There is the cure for diabetes. His name is Jesus.
Well, when is he going to publish his research? How do you guys cope with sadness? We tell someone we're sad, and they tell us not to be sad, and then we stop being sad.
Depression rates have dropped to 0.
The best 7 hangover cures, backed by science. 1, limit your alcohol intake. When I'm sitting, being hungover like a freaking hippopotamus after New Year's Eve, and I'm Googling home remedies for hangovers, I don't want some smart sitting and telling me, maybe you shouldn't have drinking. Oh, thank you! Fascism is cured by reading, and racism is cured by traveling. Oh. I mean, to some extent, yes. It's a really funny picture. It's kind of like if you're knowledgeable enough, you probably won't hold really weird oversimplified values. And if you travel the world, you'll kind of learn that we pretty much have the same concerns no matter where we come from, Cultures may vary a bit, but at the end of the day, most humans want very similar things. Maybe not that black and white, though. The student debt crisis solved. You took out a loan, pay it back.
Well, we did it, boys. Student debt is no more. Oh, hallelujah.
Whoa, that's some frown you got going there. Don't worry, I have just a thing. Boom! Hang on. There you go. What a nice sunny aura you're giving off.
This changes nothing. I'm still dead inside.
What a great time I'm having. Yeah, bro.
The Verge. Jake Paul has decided that it's time to end school shootings.
Why didn't he decide that sooner, huh? Seeing a therapist, $100 an hour. Telling myself it'd be like that sometimes. Free. As Delhi chokes on smog, India's health minister advises eat more carrots. I think they say something in Looney Tunes. It's something along the lines of, how do you see so well? Oh, it's because the carrots I eat have vitamin C. Ooh, C.
This is an antidepressant. This is,
a perfectly sound and medically proven way to reduce the effects of anxiety and depression. I think having the discussion about getting help from a psychologist or something like that instead of just trying to medicate the symptoms is probably a discussion that would be worth having in America, for example. They seem very readily to just toss pills at everyone. But this bogus image doesn't solve anything either. Magically going out for a walk in the trees, yeah, maybe it distracts you from your problems or helps you relax or get a bit of exercise, sure. If you have a reoccurring issue, it's not gonna magically make it go away.
Travel while you're young and able. Don't worry about the money, just make it work. Experience is far more valuable than money ever will be.
Oh my.
Don't worry about rent and food. It'll fix itself.
This kind of attitude will really bite you in the later on. Oh my god. If you say mental illness 3 times in the mirror, someone with a Live, Laugh, Love t-shirt will appear behind you and ask you if you tried going outside. On a serious note though, when I'm having stressful days, it's a bit hard during quarantine. But one really good way for me as an extroverted person is to meet friends. Because sometimes when I'm having troubles with YouTube or, there's some drama going on or something is happening, it really helps to just meet people outside of that world. It kind of shows you that your life is bigger than just that singular problem you're facing right now. So going outside in that sense can actually help you a lot by just showing your subconscious, the proper perspective. But it's not some magical all-fix remedy. Trackyard. Never in the history of calm down has anyone calmed down by being told to calm down. You are not depressed. Stop it. Breaking news. Suicide rate drops to 0.
Woo! Hallelujah!
Friends and family, let me have a try. People dealing with depression. Stop being sad. Well, I've done everything I can do. A valiant effort. Positivity.
Hey, you! Be more positive.
It really lit up their world. Actual depression.
Just be happy.
How do we know if they're actually dead or just pretending? I have a chronic illness.
Try kale, essential oils, juice cleanse, yoga.
Anxiety.
Don't worry so much. Yeah, put that out.
Oh, yeah, you can do it. I am sorry, sir, but you have depression. Here's a prescription that should help.
Oh, cheer up, buddy. Smiley. Oh.
I think it goes for all of us. Whenever we're going through problems or something like that, I had that happen to me recently when someone who is a complete stranger to me reached out to me about a problem, and they would not let up. They magically knew the answer, and I told them, really nothing about my life? Can you please stop? And they just kept going no, you should do this. But you still don't know anything. You don't even know if this is actually a thing. Stop. It's just a behavior in itself. It's not specifically about chronic illness or depression or something like that. It's just when people assume they know more about your own life than you do, especially when they're not actually qualified in the subject, it's just so frustrating. And for some reason, the people never let up. They're like these knights in shining armor, and they're gonna fix the world's depression by putting 30 seconds into a Twitter post. You ain't that amazing, fam.
Guidance counselor, depressed kids, just be happy. Not anymore, I can't even walk.
Have you tried?
Yes.
Then let's try again, like this. Just put one foot in front of... You're obsessed with your mental illness. I know, right? It's almost like it impacts every part of my life. It's all in your head. I know, right? It's almost like it's a mental illness. Why do you let it affect you and stop it from being able to do things? I know, right? It's almost like an actual illness.
I said stop it. Stop for real.
She did it. She ended terrorism.
This is an antidepressant. This is shite.
The most powerful antidepressant in the world has 4 hooves and a swishy tail. Hard to swallow pills. Yeah. I don't think most people want to swallow a horse. I'm just going to be honest with you, fam. You're not depressed, you're distracted. Good friends, tea and cookies, pet who's happy to see you, someone who loves you, diploma, goals achieved. You are allowed to have problems outside of the things that are good in life. One actual thing that I started doing a long time ago when I was going through kind of a rough patch when I was doing university, when I was really stressing out about some exams I had failed, is that I wrote a list. All the good things in life, all the bad things in life. It doesn't make the bad things go away, but it can help you to get some perspective. It's like, oh yeah, I actually have all these good things going on. So maybe that can poke your subconscious a bit to be less stressed about the problems and realize they're very much in the now. It's not a magical remedy. You are allowed to be stressed about things even if you have good things going on in your life otherwise. I mean, for God's sake, it's such a destructive attitude. It's like, oh, well, you have a roof over your head and you have this going on, so you're not allowed to be sad about anything. It's like, shut up.
Me? Depression. Just think positive.
The only disability in life is a bad attitude.
Why do you always look sad?
Because I am, lol.
Well, stop.
Why did I not think of that?
Me. You decide.
Yes. Emojis. The salvation to all of our problems. The only emoji that is the salvation is the licky frog gif emote on the Discord. Apart from that, no. Not depressed person. Is this just someone who needs to try yoga?
Have you heard about essential oils?
Sleep paralysis for the weak-minded. If one is powerful enough, they can simply will themselves out of sleep paralysis. Sleep paralysis by itself is not scary. Take it from a real alpha. They are the boss of their own sleep. Choose your fighter. Mental health advice.
It's not so bad. You have a great life.
Hey man, the best antidepressant is being outdoors, bro.
Only Jesus can feel the happiness inside your heart.
Nothing is wrong. It's in your head. Stop whining and get over it.
I have an amazing product for that. Do you know Sensi?
Yeah, things are pretty bad for me too. Did I tell you about Sherry? No one cares about Sherry. Hey pal, why do you look so sad?
Because I am so sad.
Oh well, don't be sad.
Wow, that's all I needed. Cure.
Every single day, you make a choice. Well, to some extent, one thing I learned, and this picture is like it's stupid oversimplifying, but one thing I learned is that when I went YouTube full-time, which was essentially my dream job, I still realized that the good and bad days, like percentage-wise, are about the same though, even if I went to a job I didn't like that much to a job I really liked. And that's because you still encounter problems on a daily basis. You almost have to teach yourself not to let the wrong things take too much mental space. And it's not that simple in practice. It's not like sitting on, oh, just choose to sit on the side of the bus that is sunny. It's much more difficult than that. But you do realize that a lot of the things in everyday life is stuff that you choose how to interpret or what you choose to spend your time on. One really silly thing I started doing for myself as a small exercise, well, two things basically. I moved my office into a separate room so it was easier for me to switch off work when I was not working, because having a home office can be incredibly stressful because it feels like you never switch off. And the second thing is that I have a small box with notes in, and this probably sounds super silly, but it's topics that I typically don't like dealing with, and those topics I put in that box. And I tell myself, you're not allowed to spend time on these topics unless you take them out of the box. So it's kind of like this physical marker. It works so, not gonna lie. It's very far from a magic fix, but it's at least something I'm trying. So to some extent, you can do things in your life to make it less impactful and stressful, but also it's not a magical remedy, if that makes sense. And posts like this just sit on the other side of the bus. Boo. It's like, no, I still stress about those things. Maybe I reduced 20% of the stress by doing those things. Riding with despair prohibited. Keep hopes up. Gee, thanks. I want happiness. I want happiness. I want happiness. Yay! All you needed was a strange man to poke your brain. Well, laddies, lasses, and lassos, I do hope you enjoyed this glorious, inspirational journey through social media. My God, what a wonderland. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to check out the description for the Discord page. Hope you have an amazing day. Take care. Mwah.
Woo! It's all about